Hi everyone, so today I am joined by Heather Black, Supermums Founder, and today she's going to be speaking to us about how consultancy skills can help you to enhance your career through growing your confidence, growing your consultancy skills, and really giving you those skills to progress. So Heather is the creator of our consultancy skills course, and she has such a wealth of knowledge and background in consultancy skills. So for everyone that is watching, Heather, that maybe there's perhaps people in our feed that's watching this that doesn't know about your background, can you just share a couple of minutes on what your experience is and also what your background has been?
Yeah, absolutely. So I started working learning admin skills when I was running a non-profit. So we needed to implement a CRM for our organization. We were growing our team. And I'd sat with Salesforce for quite a few years, don't tell anybody, but I didn't really know what it did. And it was only through seeing how another non-profit had used it, I was like, oh, now I get it. And the light bulb moment happened for me. And so I started learning the admin skills and then customizing the solution to meet my needs. Now, what I did at that time was then also go on a consultancy skills course, which Salesforce used to run. It's not something they run now, but it was a live training course for 5 days, and it was amazing. But it made me realize I built my system wrong, and I was like, oh my god, so yes, I could build workflows and objects and fields, but I didn't actually know how to design something properly with that more forethought around actually how do I future-proof this, how do I get the reports and dashboards that I want and everything. And so what I realized that there was this other sort of set of layer of skills, and beyond that consultancy skills course, I then sort of stepped into a role where I wanted to advise other nonprofits about how to use Salesforce, because once I did get it right, because I had to rewire the whole system before other people started using it, thankfully. But when I started advising customers, I was like, actually, I don't really know what questions to ask and like how to do this in a professional way with like tools and templates. Like, what am I doing? I know how to build it. I know what it can do. And that led me on a journey of completing courses in business analysis, which is actually a 4-week course that I did, change management course, agile project management course, and also my background was coaching skills and techniques. So a lot of those skills I really found I needed if I was going to start advising and guiding clients on how to design and implement their own Salesforce solution. And then from there, I was working as a solo Salesforce consultant for quite a few years, and decided that I wanted to build a team around me because my clients needed more time and I needed more flexibility still. And so that's when I grew a Salesforce consultancy over 8 years. And so I've overseen over 700 projects. I've seen where all things go wrong and where they go right. And I've created, because I had a team, I created so many different tools and templates and guidance because we needed to create more of a uniform approach with customers. So what I teach on the course is very applied, it's very practical, it's not academic. When I did a lot of the courses that I did, they were very theoretical. So I was having to do quite a lot of legwork after those courses to go, well, how do I apply this in real life? And so I wanted to bring that alive on the course now, which we teach at Supermums.
Yeah, amazing. So you've obviously got that knowledge and actually been able to like live and experience all the things that you teach. So Heather, why do you believe that an admin should upskill in consultancy skills, even if maybe perhaps they don't want to yet go down the route of becoming a Salesforce consultant?
Yeah, absolutely. So I think these skill sets, which I'll delve into a little bit more in a moment, are very relevant for anybody who's even a solo admin. So if you're working in an organization and you're managing their Salesforce system independently, you are effectively an internal Salesforce consultant, whether you kind of have packaged yourself as that or not at the moment. Where it would be less applicable, but certainly something would be of use and value as you grow and develop, is if you are working as part of a bigger team. So in some environments, you will be a Salesforce admin alongside a BA and a project manager and a DevOps team. So you might have your role and you might be told what to do. And so that's where you perhaps don't want to invest in consultancy skills. The value is of that type of team environment, though, is that you start to learn and understand what different people's roles are and why it's important to them. And it allows you to progress and get that promotion into one of those roles if you wanted it. So immediately, if you are working as a solo admin though, or you're wanting to take that next step to become more of an advisory Salesforce consultant, either working for an consultancy or getting those bigger jobs where again you're guiding the client, it's, I think, they're really valuable and essential skills, to be honest, to help you understand, well, how do I do this? Now, the reason for that is if you look at research about why projects fail, and by projects I mean Salesforce implementation projects, they fail because there's lack of business analysis that has not been done properly. So the Salesforce system isn't built in a way that's designed for the business needs. There isn't adequate agile project management, which means that the project will go over budget and time because it hasn't been managed properly. The other key reason why projects fail is actually lack of change management, and that's a lesser known sort of discipline in some ways, but actually I feel is one of the most important and overlays all of the others. And that's really about how do you empower and educate and enthuse people during the Salesforce implementation process. Because if you haven't thought about how you engage people in this whole journey, you'll end up affecting your user adoption rate at the end. And ultimately, the overriding success of any Salesforce implementation is that there's a maximum user adoption rate at the end, because if people don't use the system, then it's a complete flop. So change management is all about how do you communicate and engage and empower users. So if you're not thinking about those disciplines throughout the course of your communication and the project and what you're doing, you're kind of missing a huge trick, and you know, there's chance of failure. So for admins, if you're kind of implementing a system, you want to getting users on board, you want to make sure it's delivered in time and budget, then these skills of business analysis, change management, agile project management are really important.
Yeah, it sounds like it goes hand in hand with the admin course and the admin cert, because I know, having spoken to a lot of our alumni who've been through the courses, who've done consultancy skills, they've said that actually, whilst they've not yet progressed into a different role, you know, as an admin, it's given them, as you've said, all of those skills and also the confidence to work within a team environment, but actually be able to manage the projects that they're working on, but also be able to communicate to maybe more senior people within the organisation, like an actual expectation in terms of how long the project is going to take to actually implement. So, you know, as you've shared there, it sounds like it would be perfect not only for people looking to progress into maybe the more Salesforce consultancy or project management roles, but actually for someone who just wants to thrive in the role that they're in. So you touched on, Heather, the business analysis and obviously the agile project management skills, but what do you feel makes, with all the things that we learn on the consultancy skills course, what makes the course with Supermums so unique?
Well, I've packaged like loads of information into one course. So sort of reel back to what I mentioned at the beginning is, you know, I did 4 weeks business analysis course, a week of change management, a week of agile project management. I've also previously done a 3-week coaching course, and actually probably more than that because of the different coaching courses that I did. And so all of that is jam-packed into this 3-month course over a period of 8 hours a week. So it's kind of like, it's not as intense, but what it is more applied. And so you've got immediately tools and techniques that you can take into your interview or into that first job role and share with your team, so you come across in a really assured way, in a professional way. So you can feel like people are going to trust you because they can see you've got your presentation deck and your templates all prepared, because we've done a lot of that legwork for you, and you can rebrand them and repurpose them, and that gives you the confidence to know what you're doing, so it helps you overcome that imposter syndrome. But the benefit of why I wanted to do this course and make it practical is that you've got direct access to me on a weekly basis, but also a peer chatter group. So if you've got challenges or things that you're going through, we can share all of that on the live calls, and you can get that mentoring and that feedback collectively. And it's been fascinating. You know, we do a lot of group discussion. So on the live teachers, I'm not always just talking at you, I'm getting the group to share their own experiences, and And a lot of that is great because people are going, oh, I haven't thought about doing that as a training strategy. Oh, that's really great. Or, there's that shared sort of wealth of information and knowledge. And through that peer group, they've been able to land new jobs. They've been able to work collectively together. They've been able to share and help each other where they've got strengths and weaknesses. So there's loads of great stuff in there that is just there ready for you to go. It's not something that you kind of have to really think through and go, oh, okay, I've learned all this great theory, but how do I apply that in practice? And I spent 10K on those courses. And so what I also wanted to do is make the consultancy skills more affordable and more accessible for our customer base, because as you mentioned, Rachel, we recognise that people do need these skills. Some of our Supermum trainees and people go through our admin course have got some of these skills, and sometimes they don't. So rather than sort of say, right, well, actually, now you've got to go and spend 10K on these other courses, which feels like a massive uphill investment, we're like, okay, we can bring all of these skills to you at a much more affordable rate, plus we'll mentor you and give you everything that you need from our wealth of experience, for a fraction of that cost, a tenth of that cost. I think the other thing to mention about the value of that course and the uniqueness of it is we also throw in 2 prep days, Sales Cloud and Service Cloud prep days, which are official Salesforce led courses. If you're paying for these commercially, they would be £600 or $900 each. And so our course has both of those included in it, which is amazing value. So we also want to make sure that alongside those softer skills, you also do have to, you come out with at least 1 or 2 actual Salesforce consultant certifications in Sales Cloud and Service Cloud as well.
Yeah, amazing. Great value for money in terms of the content within that. So you've kind of touched on this, Heather, but what do you love most about creating the course content and delivering the course?
Yeah, well, it's definitely my favorite part of the week. I love doing my training sessions with the guys. I think, there's so much wealth of knowledge that I've learned that I really love coaching and training people. I mean, that's why I run a training company. So it's my opportunity to get my hands dirty and deliver training directly to people. And they all, the feedback that I've had from people around the tools and the templates, they find really useful. They're feeling much more confident going into their jobs and their interviews. And we've seen people that, we haven't always ended up with people on the lives each week because they've got jobs and then they can't always make the live, so they watch it on replay. But it's great to see that they're more empowered to get that next step and to get everything, feel like they've got everything together. And that's what we're all about at Supermums, is empowering people. So I love answering questions and seeing everybody help each other. It's awesome.
Yeah, amazing. So just to kind of wrap this up then, who would you say the consultancy skills is ideal for?
So if you are applying for roles or working roles where you're a solo admin, or you're wanting to take those steps to advising customers, where you're going to be doing like the whole life cycle of a Salesforce project, from design to build, implementation and training, having that oversight and these key disciplines of business analysis, agile project management, change management and DevOps, which is also in there because our course is sponsored by Capada and Own Backup, are the skill set that you need to do it professionally. So if you are feeling a little bit out of your depth, you don't know how to conduct things professionally, you don't have like the tools and templates, and you're kind of like, right, I know how to build Salesforce, but I don't know how to take a strategic approach to this and sort of be professional in front of these management teams who are kind of looking at you for the answers, then this course is for you. And you will make the money back within a week, we say, because whether you're going for that promotion, you'll get landed that new job, you're getting that contracting gig, literally you can make the money back and repay that course in a week from that opportunity, because it gives you up to 5 to 10K salary increase.
Yeah, amazing. And it's not only the 3 months, it's the skills that they're in, the knowledge that they can then use thereafter, isn't it? It's lifelong skills that they can continue to use within their career. So thank you so much, that's been so helpful. I'm like, sign me up for consultancy skills.
You're in.
So for anyone that is watching, if you are listening to this and you're like, right, okay, this sounds like all the things right now that I need, then get in touch with us, because we have an incredible offer, not only for our existing Supermums alumni, but also for new people entering the ecosystem. So right now, for both of these people, you can get half price off of the consultancy skills course, we have a bundle offer that you can take advantage to combine both the admin and the consultancy skills. We've had lots of our super mums who've done the two at the one time, and then really been able to launch their careers not only with that the technical skills that you need, but also the consultancy skills and that confidence that you need to really move and progress in your Salesforce career. And then for anyone who's already a Supermums alumni, we also have an incredible offer where you can get 50% off the course. So I truly believe there's never been a better time than now to enroll. You can take advantage of that, start with us in the next cohort, but also use that discount for the cohorts after that. So if you're not ready perhaps to start with the October consultancy skills course, I'm correct in saying, Heather, that they can sign up now before the end of August and start on one of the later course dates. So it's a fantastic offer. What I'll do is I'll drop the link to my calendar and also our career coaches calendar if you're new to Salesforce and you've not yet done the admin certification, and you can book a call with us so that we can answer all of your questions, and then most importantly decide whether this is a good fit for you and help you get started. If you've got any questions for Heather or myself, you can get in touch with us, and we look forward to welcoming you to our community. There's already some great people enrolled in both our admin cohort that starts in September, but also in consultancy skills that launches in October. So you're going to get to really network with a community of people who are on that path of not only professional growth, but also personal growth as well. So it's a really great chance to really be around people that are going to encourage you to thrive and to grow. So is there anything else, Heather, that you want to add?
No, I think it's just exciting to be able to offer this summer deal. Like, we don't often do this level of discount. I don't think we've ever done this level of discount. So it's definitely an opportunity. We're kind of feeling really good and positive about the community growing and everything that we're doing. So yeah, absolutely make the most of this summer discount. If you miss it, then the course is still amazing value for everything you're going to get if you miss the deal. But the consultancy course starts on the 4th of October. So I'd love to be working with you and helping you and see you fly. So yeah, come and join us and get involved, and we'll see you soon.
Amazing. Thank you so much. Bye, everyone.
Bye.